Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Learning English through Everyday Situations with Vinny, where we learn English through simple, real life stories. Today, Vinny is finally meeting her online friend Emma for the first time. In our previous episodes, Vinny practiced what I like to call survival English, ordering coffee, asking for help at the supermarket, and talking to a taxi driver. But today, we are taking a next step. We are moving from survival English to conversational English. Instead of short interactions, Vinny will now have a real conversation with her friend Emma for the first time. Let's see what she learns along the way. Vinny stepped out of the taxi and looked towards the cafe. Emma stood near the entrance. She was smiling and waving excitedly. Vinny smiled and waved back. After months of chatting online, they were finally meeting in person. As Vinny walked towards her, she felt a little nervous. Talking through messages was easy. Talking face to face was different. "Hi, Emma," Vinny said. "Hi, Vinny. It's so nice to finally meet you." "It's nice to meet you too." The two friends walked inside the cafe and found a small table for themselves. They ordered coffee and then began talking. "It feels strange meeting you in person after talking online for so long," Emma said. Vinny laughed. "I was thinking the same." "Was it difficult to get here?" Emma asked. "A little," Vinny replied. "My cab was cancelled, and then I got stuck in traffic." "Oh no, that's frustrating." "Yes, but I made it." Both of them smiled. For a moment, they looked around the cafe. The atmosphere felt calm and peaceful. "I really like this place," Vinny said. "Me too," Emma replied. "I come here whenever I need a quiet place to read." "What kind of books do you like?" Vinny asked. "I usually read mystery novels," Emma said. "What about you?" "I read mystery books too, and lately I have been trying to read more books in English." "Really? How is that going?" Vinny laughed. "It's difficult sometimes. I don't understand every word." Emma nodded. "I don't understand every word either." Vinny looked surprised. "You don't?" "No," Emma said with a smile. "Nobody understands every word." "Really?" "Of course. When I am reading, I focus on the main idea. If I stop for every difficult word, I cannot enjoy the story." Vinny thought about that for a moment. That actually makes more sense. "Yes," Emma replied. "Learning a language takes time." A few moments later, Emma asked another question. "So, what do you think is the hardest part of English learning?" Vinny already knew the answer. "Speaking." "Why speaking?" "Because I am afraid of making mistakes." Emma nodded. "I used to feel that way too." "What changed?" Emma smiled. "I realized something important." "What?" "Most people don't care about small mistakes." "They don't?" "No, they are usually happy that we are trying." Vinny took a moment and thought about all the times she had been nervous. Ordering coffee, asking for help at the supermarket, talking to the taxi driver. Maybe Emma was right. "I never thought about it like that," Vinny said. The two friends continued talking for a long time. They talked about books, movies, their favorite hobbies, and future goals. And before Vinny realized it, more than an hour had passed. She had spent all that time speaking English. Not perfectly, but comfortably. After an hour or so, Vinny and Emma stepped outside the cafe. The streets were now quieter. I am really glad that we finally met, Emma said. Me too, Winnie replied with a smile. After saying goodbye, Winnie began walking home. As she walked, she thought about everything they had talked about. Today, she had learned something important. Actually, she had learned two things. The first thing was about reading and listening in English. For a long time, Winnie believed she needed to understand every single word. But now she realized that was not true. What mattered was understanding the main idea. The second lesson was about speaking. Winnie had always worried about making mistakes. She wanted her English to be perfect before speaking. But today she understood something different. People were not expecting perfection. They were simply having a conversation. Language is not a test. Language is a way to communicate with other people. Trying to speak is more important than speaking perfectly. As long as she communicated her thoughts, she was already making progress. Winnie smiled to herself. Maybe her English was not perfect, but it did not need to be. What mattered was that she was using it. And with every conversation, she was becoming a little more confident. One step at a time. So, keep practicing and we will meet in our next video. Until then, bye-bye.